moments of human tragedy, you'll usually see two types of people. You see the people that are trying to help however they can. They donate their money, their time, they extend a hand, they generally act like compassionate human beings. And then you have the people who just take this as an opportunity to be a dick. Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm Izzy, and this is the Izzy Nobody Show. The province of Alberta, which is the place where I live, is currently going through one of its biggest catastrophes ever. A series of wildfires is essentially destroying the city of Fort McMurray, which is to the north of where I live. A lot of people have been asking me on Twitter, people who live in the States and in Brazil, are asking if I'm safe, if my family's safe. We're perfectly safe. Calgary is very far from it. There's no chance whatsoever of this reaching us, so you don't have to worry about it. But there's a lot of people who are not as lucky. Just to really give you an idea of the scope of this situation, over 80,000 people, basically the whole city, has had to be evacuated. 1,600 buildings have been destroyed. Some of the pictures and the videos coming out of the situation look straight out of Mad Max. It's the type of thing I hope I never experience myself, and it's really heartbreaking to think that as I'm recording this, there are people out there right now basically saying goodbye to all of their possessions and to the homes where they grew up, the homes that they built, and having to hit the road and not knowing if when they come back things are still gonna be standing. And then when they hit the road, they see this. This is some terrifying shit. Here's a dude basically saying goodbye to his house.
Might have been the last time I ever saw my house right there. Holy f***!
It's insane. Some of the pictures coming out of Fort Mac, if somebody were to sneak in some screenshots of Fallout 4, I can tell you straight up, I could not tell the difference. And I bet you can't tell the difference either. Which one of these is a picture from Fort McMurray and which one is a screenshot from Fallout 4? That's actually a trick question. They're both from Fort Mac. This is how dire the situation is. It looks like a post-apocalyptic hellscape. It's surreal. Now, of course, it's not all bad news. A lot of people are coming together to help the people of Fort McMurray. A lot of people are donating their money. Some people are volunteering to help and rebuild and all that stuff. You yourself can help, and you should, because if you have $5 to spare, these people, I guarantee you, need it more than you. So if you text Red Cross to 30333, that'll take $5 out of your phone bill right there. It's simply the most simple way you could possibly help. And again, $5, that's nothing. So I urge you to help. Now, like I said in the beginning of the video, some of us try to help, try to be sympathetic, try to have compassion for people going through situations that I have never, and I hope to never be. It's just look at this. Some other people, though, they just can't help it. They just can't help. It's in their DNA. Maybe they're genetically programmed to just, they take a situation, a terrible situation, and their contribution to the situation is, for instance, to call people trying to save their pets stupid idiots. This Jen Gerson, I don't know who this person is. They are verified on Twitter. They have somewhat of a following. I imagine they are somebody noteworthy, somebody who people respect. I think she writes for the National Post. Now, I'm certain that Miss Gerson is a lovely person. I mean this without any irony whatsoever. I'm not trying to be sarcastic. I'm certain that in person, they are a lovely, reasonable, understanding, caring person. But the version of herself that she's choosing to project onto the internet is what I could adequately call an ass. That's the only thing, that's the only way to honestly describe how I feel. If you tell me what this person is doing, and I have no idea who this is, and you just tell me what they're doing, I'm gonna say they're an ass. Now, the problem is that there's some other people that they just can't help it. It's like it's in their DNA to be dicks. There's a gene, they're genetically programmed to be ass. So they take a situation that is terrible, and their contribution is to make it terribler. Like, take this Jen Gerson. Now, let me be the devil's advocate here for a second. I don't disagree with Miss Gerson. There's a 50% chance I got one of those right. It is at best ill-advised to run into a building in flames to save an animal. I'm not an animal guy. I don't have pets. I'm not a huge animal lover. Okay, I understand that. From a pragmatic standpoint, a human life is worth more than that of an animal. I get that, okay? But you have to just think of the context of what's going on here. These are people, like I just showed you, remember the guy who was thinking about his house? These are people who are losing everything as, like, right before their eye. People who are in fear, who are desperate, who are very emotional, who are scared. And when you combine all of these things together, you're gonna have some snap judgment. You're gonna have some decisions that are probably not the wisest. So to judge these people based on a decision made in the heat of the moment, and I swear to God, I don't mean to make light of the situation, okay? That's not supposed to be a pun. What I mean is, these people are going through a moment that probably I have never been in, you probably have never been in. It just seems the height of callousness, of self-righteousness, to be like, standing on a soapbox and be like,
well, these people are idiots because I would never do that because I'm so smart and these people, like I said before, are dum-dums.
It's not even that you're wrong. Like I said, I agree with you. It's not the best idea in the world to sacrifice your own life for a pet. But again, these people are not, they're just not thinking straight right now. And the other thing you're not taking into account with all this posturing is that for a lot of people, their pets are everything they have. For some people who grew up with certain pets, that's part of their family. Like, these people grieve when animals die. And again, I myself am not an animal person, but I sympathize with people who have gone through situations like this, who maybe are watching as their whole house goes up in flames. They're losing their life's work, their savings, everything that they broke their backs for. And on top of that, their dog is stuck in the backyard, and they know that if they do nothing, the dog is gonna be burned alive in horrible pain. So how could you, how can you call these people stupid idiots for acting in a moment like this, in a very emotional moment, without thinking? I have no idea what the hell I would do in a situation like that. So I think that the takeaway message here is that can we just be a little bit more compassionate, okay? I understand that it's very important for you to broadcast onto the World Wide Web that you think that these people are idiots because you're their intellectual superior, because you're so very logical and reasonable and rational, and you would never do something that stupid. But try to remember again, these are human beings who are losing everything that they have, who don't know where they're going to sleep tomorrow. They don't know if they're gonna have a home when this whole thing is said and done. Their businesses are ruined. Can we cut these guys a break? If there's anybody out there that we could cut some slack, it's these people. So let's not be dicks. Donate if you can, please. These people need our help, in our understanding, and our sympathy, more than our snarky comments about how they're stupid because they care about their pets. I hate to make a video on something that's such a downer subject, but I saw some of these tweets last night, and it just, I felt like I had to say something. And just try to remember, when you're calling people stupid idiots,
oh my God, Sarah, this is gonna burn down.
These are the people you're talking about. And that's everything. I'm Izzy, and I'm done. Dude, I lost a camera battery a few weeks ago. A camera battery, it costs $35 at Best Buy, and that ruined my day. I cannot even imagine, like, the nightmare of losing everything you own that you can't, in a hurry, fit into your car. That is just, holy shit.